Well, today we got a taste of it. Wind chills in the single digits, but tomorrow we're dropping below zero. The Arctic air is not just passing through Metro Detroit, it's settling in for a stay. And with this deep freeze locking us down for days, our Weather Authority team coverage is tracking every brutal drop and when we finally catch a break. We begin with Weather Authority. Rich Luderman tonight keeping an eye on things for us. Rich, you were reading off some of those single-digit temperatures. It's dangerous out there.
It is dangerous out there. And look at Ann Arbor, 2 below zero right now. That's an actual air temperature, 8 above in Pontiac, 10 in Windsor. Most of us are going to end up in the single digits. There will be a few spots that make it below zero, and I'll show you why. We have mostly clear skies across lower Michigan. Of course, this cold air is in place, and with clear skies, all of the heat that we gathered from the sun today is now releasing back into the atmosphere. Here's a live look downtown. Of course, the lines are in action. 14 degrees over at Metro Airport. Thankfully, there is no wind out there. It is calm. Look at the dew points, very low in the single digits. Here's some more numbers for you. 7 Howell, 4 in Jackson, 5 above in Port Huron. There's 9 above down in Monroe. Thankfully, again, not a lot of wind to show you across the region, but 14 Traverse City, 7 in Lansing. There's a single degree for the tip of the thumb in Bad Axe, and you can see this cold air. It's parked over the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So tomorrow we're going to rebound back into the middle 20s, and I'll show you why. High pressure retreats. We'll see a weak system passing to our north. It does stay cold into the weekend, just not as harsh moving forward. For the rest of tonight, on average, down to 8 degrees. Keep those pets inside for sure. How about your Friday forecast? A mix of sun and clouds. Obviously, a cold start to the day will top out at 26. And then here comes the full 7-day forecast. You can see we're back to 33 Saturday. Perhaps a round of light snow Sunday, and then another chance for wintry weather into the middle part of next week. Jess, we'll check it for you coming up in 20.
Sounds good, Rich. With temperatures plunging, a lot of people are plugging in their space heaters, but fire crews warn doing so could spark danger. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin is live at Campus Marshes tonight, where it is pretty cold. Yeah, that's the horn that means it's cold out there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, a lot of people venturing out, even though it is bone-chilling cold out here, venturing out and having fun. Some people probably have space heaters trying to keep things warm at home, but fire officials all across the area say that can be a very dangerous situation.
Very cold, actually.
It's so cold.
But even the unusually cold weather due to a blast of Arctic air out of Canada is not enough to keep Metro Detroiters from spending time under the lights and on top of the ice at Campus Marshes downtown. Still, the quest for some form of warmth remains never-ending.
All the Christmas cheer and everybody being down here, no, it's nice. And alcohol helps a little bit too. And the bright lights, they're radiating heat.
How are you staying warm?
Our hot chocolates. I got my cow hat.
The fire from patio heaters also help, but these are the good kind of flames.
The weather begins to get cooler. We do tend to see that supplemental heating's used, such as a space heater.
Farmington Hills Fire Marshal Jason Beloga's team would rather not venture out into the tundra to take on the bad kind of flames, especially from the improper use of space heaters. As temps continue to plummet, he has some solid advice for all.
We just want to let people know to use those items safely. Space heater we want to have from a nationally recognized laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories will have UL listing on the product. Space heaters with a thermostat and tip-over protection. If you do use a space heater, plug it directly into the outlet on a dedicated circuit. We also want to ensure that you don't overload a power strip or plug that space heater into a power strip, because that's where we see a lot of those failures as well.
Another thing fire officials often see is people trying to keep their home warm using the stove. They say that is also a very, very bad idea. Reporting live downtown, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
And this isn't a myth. This isn't a scare tactic, Dave. We were talking all week in the newsroom about this actually happening. Fires happen because of this, especially the next couple days. You're going to want to fire those up, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, really, you do. I mean, fire departments talk about this a lot. You know, we cover these stories. It's often sad, often tragic, and certainly can be prevented.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. There's a growing demand tonight for a place to stay warm. The city is partnering with several nonprofits to help people get out of the cold. In Detroit, there are warming centers and overnight shelters. On bitter cold nights, shelters will not turn people away.
We have an 800 number, that 866-313-2520. So if you're sleeping outside, if you don't know what to do, don't know where to go, we want you to call that number. If you have a friend, a family, a loved one, you don't know how to help them, give that number a call. Not only do we have outreach that's connected to that 800 number, but we have outreach teams that are in the community driving around, stopping, seeing people that are at bus shelters, seeing people that are standing on street corners.
The city of Detroit is working with its partners to make more spaces and beds available. The Dearborn Heights Police Department opening up its lobby as a temporary warming center. There will be tables and chairs set up until tomorrow morning. Keep in mind there will be no food or cots available. The Dearborn Heights Police Department is located at Michigan Avenue and Beach Daily, and that is the wrong video. We're moving to that story now. All new tonight, the shocking case of Rebecca Park, the 22-year-old, 38 weeks pregnant woman found dead in northern Michigan, just took another big turn. Her sister, Kimberly Park, who is accused of lying to police and tampering with evidence, is out of jail tonight after a judge slashed her bond from hundreds of thousands down to $5 grand. She's now back home on house arrest and wearing a GPS monitor. Rebecca's fiance, Richard Failer, who was also released after his bail was cut too. Both are due back in court next week as detectives work to fill in the gaps of this horrific case. On Detroit's east side, a terrifying home invasion turned deadly this morning after a masked gunman kicked in the door of an apartment and immediately opened fire. It happened around 8:15 at Harris Plaza 1 Apartments. Police say the shooter burst inside, shouted something about a woman, and then unleashed a barrage of gunfire. A man inside was killed on the spot. A woman was also shot but survived with non-life-threatening injuries. As of this afternoon, that masked suspect, the gunman, is still out there, and police are urging the public to stay alert. After a speeding crash on Detroit's east side, a man is now headed to trial in a case that left 2 children dead. Prosecutors say Amir Khalid was tearing down Gratiot at more than 80 miles an hour in a 35 zone when he slammed into another car. Inside that vehicle, an 8-year-old and a 15-year-old both killed. A 16-year-old girl also survived but was seriously injured. That teen took the stand today, telling the court she has no memory of the crash. Khalid, who was initially facing reckless driving causing death, now also faces second-degree murder charges as this case moves toward trial.
So the first month or two, do you know what state you were in?
I wasn't able to walk. I was still sedated. My walking not straight and my ankle messed up.
Okay. Which one's your ankle and your walking?
I can't move it.
Prosecutors said Khalid had consumed alcohol but was not above the legal limit. He'll be back in court next week. A Ferndale man is now facing serious charges, accused of indecent exposure at Zender's Splash Village in Frankenmuth. Investigators say he exposed himself to a young girl over the summer while sitting in a hot tub at the popular water park. Prosecutors reveal this is not the first time. He was charged in 2019 for a similar incident at a Meijer in Livonia after a child reported seeing him do the same thing. The suspect has not been identified because he has not been arraigned yet. An update tonight on the fate of a downtown Detroit high-rise. Owners of the Leland have reached an agreement with DTE following an emergency hearing. The building's owners will now pay $57,000 to the utility by Monday. In return, DTE will not turn off power to the building. About 40 people live there, but were asked abruptly to move out because DTE planned to turn the power off. Because of the settlement, the power stays on. Tonight, a new report shows job cuts are surging, up more than 50% from last year. Why so many companies are slashing positions and which industries are taking the biggest hit. That's next. Plus, a major give back from 2 music giants, and Detroit's young creators are the winners. We'll take you inside the new high-tech entertainment incubator coming to Michigan Central.